Welcome. It is Monday and I am here for Monday Mindset. It is good to be here. Oh my goodness, can you believe it is another week that has come to us, another month. And of course, we are now halfway through, my goodness, 2022. If you are watching today, what I'm going to be teaching and sharing some principles with you are three essential things that you need to take into consideration as you move through the next 90 days. So if you're here today and you're thinking, I want to create an absolute incredible shift in my results, in my health, in any areas of your life in the next 90 days, if you are really committed and you want to make a massive change, then listen up, because I'm going to go through three things that you absolutely need to take into consideration. And here's the thing. These are the three things that separates the 3% who are working less and earning 97% of all the money, and what separates it from the 97% of the population that right now are struggling, right now are working harder than they've ever worked and earning less. So if you're listening to me right now and you think, yes, I would like to move into the 3%, I would like to create a life where things are easier, where there's less reacting and more responding. Yes, I would like to have back control of my economy, my income, and create freedom in your life, then you're in the right place. All right. So I come live in here every Monday to give you some nuggets to help you and serve you throughout the week. If you're here watching me live, give me a comment, give me some hearts, let me know that you're here. If you have any questions, pop them in the chat box and I'll try to see if we can see any of them and bring them up. All right. Okay. What is the three essential factors you need to take into consideration? Well, firstly, ask yourself, what have you achieved right now, 6 months into 2022? All right, really sit back right now, just for 1 second, and ask yourself, am I where I thought I would be at the start of the year? You know, when we started out in the new year and feeling good and feeling motivated, are you where you want to be? Okay, now this is not in any way, shape, or form to make you get negative or emotionalized negative results in your life. If you're thinking, no, Kim, I'm not where I wanted to be, then that's okay. All right. But it's only okay if you recognize it and then start to change it. If you recognize that you're not really where you want to be and you continue to move forward with the same thinking, the same habits, the same decisions, then yeah, ultimately that will get you more of the same, which you don't want. Okay, I don't think anybody here watching me live today wants to get the same results. All right. So now is your opportunity to really stop and go, okay, I haven't maybe got to where I want to be, but the year's not over. There is still another 6 months to this year. Now, I absolutely work in 90-day blocks. If you follow me, if you're on our email list, I sent out an email today talking about these 90-day blocks. In fact, me and my team just met up there last week for 2 full days where I take, as a leader of a multi-7-figure company, I meet with my team every single 90 days in person. Now, we meet every single week, multiple times a week, and we have structured a way so that we can start to really move forward, take massive action, create incredible impact, and gain incredible results. And it's the exact same formula that I teach my clients. So I want to share the 3 major things that you've got to know if you're wanting to make a real difference in the next 90 days. Okay. My advice is break the next 6 months into 2 more blocks, 2 90-day blocks. This is going to give you more focus and attention, and you're going to move with more intention. All right. Now, let me explain this to you. One of the things that I was teaching my team and that I share with my clients in our mentorship program is, if we can just do 3 to 4 little things in a big way every day, the effects will look after themselves. If you can really get disciplined, I call them daily disciplines. If you can get really disciplined in every day, then guess what? If you have 1 successful day and you repeat it, you're going to have a whole 90 days, a whole year of success. Because the thing is, you can only do one thing at a time. So the 3 things that I want to bring to your attention before you even start to break down into 90-day plans is one, you've got to have a definite purpose. Okay. So I want you to ask yourself this today, right now, in these few moments that we're together, drawing out everything, and ask yourself, am I working towards a definite purpose? Where do I actually want to land in 90 days time? If you're not intentional every morning, every week, every month, then all the days and the weeks and the months just kind of roll into one. Like, think about it right now. It's 6 months into this year. And maybe you are not where you intended to be, or maybe you've never even stopped to ask. But I'll tell you one thing I can guarantee nearly everybody watching me here will agree on. It's went like that. Yeah. So my point is, you've actually got to become more intentionally focused on the day to day, because it's only ever now. And every moment builds up to create time. And if you really become focused and give your all to just small things, instead of trying to do all the things in a big way, try to do a few small things in a big way, because what will happen is it will compound, right? But as I said, point one is you've got to have a purpose. What is the next 90 days of your life about? Like, really think about this. This is something that I'm going to take you just a little bit deeper in for a second. You're not here to just live life, pay the bills, pay your taxes, go to work. There's more to you than that, right? And you've been given life today. You've got air in your lungs. You are living. It is such a precious and wonderful gift. And sometimes we don't stop to appreciate that enough. But every day is a gift. Now, I'm going to hope and pray and trust that you're going to be on this planet in 90 days' time. That's 90 days out of your life. It's not just another 90 days. It can be just another 90 days, maybe like the last 90 days. But think of it like this. If it was your last 90 days, you'd be a lot more intentional, wouldn't you? Now, we don't want to think that way. We don't want to work out of fear. But we've also got to really understand that life is a gift, and we've got to really use it. We've got to enjoy life. We've got to express it. We've got to work towards a definite purpose. Napoleon Hill, who wrote this book, Think and Grow Rich, my mentor, Bob Proctor, every great teacher has taught us that you must have a definite chief aim in life. So I ask you to ask yourself, as you move forward in these next 90 days, what is the purpose behind it? What direction are you focusing in? Where do you want to land in 90 days? And here's the best question. How will you know when you get there? One of the biggest things that I get my clients, my team, myself to work on is, okay, in 90 days, let's say it's now, right? Let's say it's the end of the 90 days, and you looked around at your life. How would you know you landed where you wanted to land? How would this look for you? See, most of the time people are going after the wrong goals. You do not want a house, a fancy car, more money, 10 new clients, hundreds of likes, leads. That's not where your focus should be. Okay? Now that might be brand new information. Where your focus should be is, what do these things allow you to have? How does it impact your life? How would you be living each life or each day? Would it change? If you had more income, would that give you more freedom? If you had more income, would that allow you to experience more things in life? It's the experience, not the things, that we've really got to focus on. And if you can get that right, and you can pinpoint, this is how I'll know I've landed, and this is how I'll feel, then the feeling is the secret. Okay. Now, if you're one of my students, if you followed my work, if you've done anything in personal development, you should know what that means. Feeling is the secret. Okay. So the first thing I want to bring to your attention is, where are you going? Why are you going there? And how will you know when you've landed? All right. Number two, Napoleon Hill wrote about it. You must have a definite plan in order to go after and achieve the goal. Now, this is probably my favorite part of being an entrepreneur. It's my favorite part of being a leader of a company. It's my favorite part of the day. And that is my scheduling for success. I am obsessed with scheduling for success. Ask anybody that works with me. If you're a client, let people know what I'm like with my 90-day success formula. And I'm not going to go through it all right now, but you've got to figure out the plan in order to achieve the goal. So whatever you decide, and here's one more tip on the purpose. Wherever you decide to land in 90 days, my suggestion is pick one professional goal, one personal goal. Now, even if you're watching me today and you never have watched me before, you don't know who I am, you don't know if you believe in any of this, just do me the absolute pleasure of somewhere on your, I don't know, on your table right now or wherever you're handy, even in your phone, really say, this is what I'm going to achieve personally, this is what I'm going to achieve professionally, and just write it down. Even if you never look at it, even if you never do anything with it, write it down, because by the mere thinking of it, and then really moving that into a writing and putting it down and setting your attention, automatically you are actually creating everything to flow towards you to help you achieve that goal. Now, here's the thing. A lot of people who teach manifestation, the science of achieving, all that kind of stuff, they miss out in very critical moments. You can't just write something down and then expect it to arrive. Okay? There is personal action that is needed. And that brings me on to point number 3, which is definite principles. There are principles, success principles that we all live by. And one of the major principles is law of cause and effect. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. And what that really means is, and it's science, I didn't make it, I can't change it, it's not made by humans, it's how this whole universe operates. And guess what? It works with you, it's working with you right now. And what it really means is the energy in which we put out is always going to return like energy. Okay, energy always returns to its original source. So if you give any object, any situation, anything attention, you're either giving it attention in a positive way or you're giving it attention in a negative way. Okay, look at your bank balance. Okay, money I'm bringing up because this is what creates definitely a very strong either yes, I have a great feeling around money, or no, please don't talk about it. All right. Whichever side that you land on will dictate how much is in your bank account, right? If you're someone here who's going, oh no, I don't like talking about money, I don't like thinking about money, I guarantee you do not have the money that you deserve, that you're capable of, and that you want. If you're able to go, I have a good attitude towards money, then either you have it or it's on its way to you, okay? Now that's a whole other conversation around money and understanding energy and how to attract an abundance. That's what I'm going to be teaching at Inception. If you have your ticket, you can look forward to an incredible session all around money mindset. But ultimately, there are definite principles at play here. Now, if I go back to definite plans and elaborate a little bit more there, the key to success is not only knowing your purpose, not only knowing where you want to land, but you, in keeping with this other law of cause and effect, you've got to create the channels in which all of this greatness flows to you. Okay. And the way I think about it, and it kind of goes back to how I started this call, if you do small things in a big way, in a consecutive manner, you're going to compound the growth. You're going to compound the consistency, which will always bring you back something in return, right? So this is why I'm really big on scheduling, making plans. And the way that I do it with my clients, and what I suggest for you watching, is think from the end. Okay. That is the biggest secret. That's not even a secret. It's pure science. But as my goodness, people get this wrong all the time. You do not look at a goal from being where you are. See, when you look at a goal from where you are to where it is, you instantly put space between you and the goal. Do you know what that does? It puts space in your mind between you and the goal. That puts time. That puts maybe boundaries. That maybe brings up self-limiting beliefs. It also makes you go, well, I'm here and it's there and I don't know how to do it. So you might come up with the, I don't know how, and you can't see past the immediate hurdles that are here. Well, here's the trick. Go to the goal and look backwards. Now, that might be a brand new concept to you. You may never have even heard of this, but this is exactly how I help my clients achieve quantum leaps, exponential gains in their results. We just did a review of all our clients there in the last 90 days, and we were hearing, I've made another 100 grand. I've increased my business by 261%. Why? Because they followed a plan. They actually followed my 10-point Dynamite formula plan, which is what we teach and what, again, I'm going to be going over at Inception. So ask yourself, what does this mean? Go to the goal and look back. Well, it means exactly that. You got to go into your mind's eye. You got to go into your imagination. So I want you right now to ask yourself, where do you want to be in 90 days? How will you know when you're there? What will it look like? And then I want you to go into your imagination and I want you to go there. Now that is a possible thing. This is quantum physics. This is how you dramatically, explosively improve your results. Because here's the beautiful thing. Your mind doesn't know the difference. Isn't that so cool? See, when you go into your imagination and you start to feel and you start to look around and go, oh, this is so cool. I've got this, I feel this, I'm achieving this, or my relationships like this, my body, like check your body out if that's a goal for you. Use your imagination to build the image. The mind works in images, okay? So your job is to fill and provide the mind with the positive images that you want. Because here's the truth of the matter sometimes, we've got images in our mind that maybe think, oh, it's Monday. And you look at the calendar and you think, oh, I've got a full week. And automatically we perceive the week, a meeting, an interview, an opportunity, sales. We live off old programming and we think, well, it'll probably just be like this. It's going to be a busy week. And what happens is you in that moment, it might only be a Monday, you're thinking, oh, this whole week's going to be busy. And I can never understand that because it's only Monday. You haven't even, Tuesday's not here, Wednesday's not here. Now, if on a Monday you perceive and create an image in your mind that the whole week is going to be busy, difficult, no sales, blah, 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 guess what will happen? You'll have a week that will pretty much turn out quite similar. And you might have even experienced that week, last month, last year. When is it going to change? When are you going to finally decide, hold on, my thoughts really do create my thinking, and my thinking is really creating my results. I don't like my results. I got to change the thinking, right? This is the key. Now, changing your thinking is definitely the route to success, but then you got to look at your habits. And this is where planning comes in. So I want you to go into your imagination. I want you to think from the end result. Where do you want to be in 90 days? What does it look like? What does it feel like? How would you know you're there? And then I want you in that energy. When you see it, when you feel it, immediately when you kind of open your eyes, take a pen and paper and do what I do. Be really simple. Just write July, August, September. Right? Keep it simple. And then start to ask yourself, well, if I want to achieve this by the end of the 90 days, where would I need to be in these 3 months? You see, what I do is I chunk everything down because I believe if I can be really successful one day, I just need to repeat it. So what I do is I think from the end, I chunk it down into monthly milestones and I ask myself, what would I need to achieve? And I take the month and I chunk it down, I chunk it down, I chunk it down until I know exactly what I'm doing every day. This is exactly the process I take my clients through. There's a lot more. We have 10 points. I've given you 2. But this is what I want you to think about even just today. Even though we're 4 days into the 90 days, you could make huge shifts in your performance, your profit, your energy. Now, when you get clear on your destination or your purpose or where you want to land, that gives you clarity. When you place intention on, that's where I'm going to be, automatically the third point, which is the definite principles, the success principles, start to overtake. You see, Again, whether you followed me, listened to me, studied any of this material before, believe it or not, you have a built-in success mechanism. And it's always going towards a goal, okay? Doesn't always mean that it's a positive goal. It could be the goal of just get through another week. You know, it's whatever you set it to be. You see, it's your internal conversation. It's your programmed way of thinking, the thought patterns that are just kind of on autopilot. So if you're kind of the person that's always just kind of like, well, maybe it'll be a good month, then it'll always just maybe be a good month. What if you could shift your attitude and start to actually internalize these new beliefs so that it absolutely is expressed in your action? See, you've got to go out and take action this month. You've got to take action next month and next month. And it's the action reaction that will give you the success that you want. Okay, so let me run down those 3 essential factors that you must think about, must kind of work around if you want to make the 90 days exponential. 1, you need to have a definite purpose. Where are you landing? How will you know when you get there? Okay. 2, definite plans. What are actions that you're going to have to take this month, next month, and the following month? Break that down into weeks, break that down into days if you must, okay? You might even want to also consider asking yourself, what needs to change for you? Okay? Quite possibly, there are some habitual patterns that are keeping you stuck. You might have to relook at how you make decisions. Maybe you need to make decisions quicker. Maybe you procrastinate. Maybe you self-sabotage. I don't know what your thing is, but you probably have one, okay? Because you're a human being. I don't see it as you're broken. I don't see it as you can't succeed. I know and believe everybody in this universe has come here for a purpose. That tells me that everybody has the ability to do more and achieve greatness. In fact, I believe it's your birthright. I believe that it's not by accident that you're here. I believe that if we choose, we can actually have freedom, abundance, joy, calmness of mind, love, unwavering faith, clients in demand, money flowing in abundance. That is all a possibility. Think about it. What's the opposite? Lack, no clients, no money, no ideas, no goals. Well, you and I both know that reality does exist for some people. So why could my version of reality not exist? This is why I love that success is a science, because, well, I can't stand here and say, oh, that's a load of rubbish, that doesn't work, when I know I can prove it for the negative. I was that person. I did procrastinate. I didn't have any goals. I was lost. I was broke. I didn't like myself. I thought I was the most unlovable person in the entire world. I hated me. But because I didn't have a purpose, there was no reason for me to grow and develop who I was, to actually find out who I was. And now I love me, and not from a place of ego, not from a place of I'm better than anybody, but I just love me because I know who I am. Now, that's getting into the more personal, spiritual understanding, but that is the essence of personal development. If you don't develop yourself, you're never going to know what your potential is. And if you don't have a goal or a purpose to express this potential energy towards, then the potential won't come to the surface. You'll never figure out how awesome you are. This is why goals are so important. They're not to get, they're to grow. They pull and draw the potential from you. I just think that's awesome. I know I'm on a rant, but I just love it. Okay. Now, when you have a purpose, the other thing that will do is it will drive your energy. So if you are new to this and you're kind of thinking, yeah, I mean, I'm into, more potential. Maybe right now you just want more energy. How many times have you said, or have you heard other people say, I have no energy. When I get the energy, I'll do it. When I get the time, I'll do it. I've just no energy today. It's totally impossible. In fact, if you don't believe what I say, you got to listen to that comment, because there is no absolute science that would agree with you. Do you know why? Because you are energy. You're made of energy. Your heart's beating. Okay. So it's not that you don't have any energy. You're just not being a good conductor of energy. You're not a good expression of energy. Do you know why? Because we've got habits, we've got beliefs that are draining us, that are holding us down. We're holding on to thoughts maybe from last week, last month, maybe it's last quarter's results. Well, here's newsflash. It's over. It's done. Now, I also will probably say there's somebody listening to me today going, well, Kim, it's not that easy. But what if it is? I'm not trying to simplify or minimize anything that you might be going through. But if it's happened in the past, but you are in the present still holding on to the emotion, then it is still in the present. And it will create more in the future if you keep holding on to it. Let the dead bury the dead. Okay? Let go. Forgive yourself. If you feel that that's what you need. I think we all need to go through those times where we just forgive ourselves for being mean. You know, the moment I forgave myself for thinking I was unlovable, guess what? I found love. In fact, it only took 3 weeks. It was amazing. You know, you can't give what you haven't got. So you need a purpose that's going to drive your energy. Okay. Having purpose gives you purpose. If you've no purpose when you're waking up in the morning, why do you think you've no energy? You're not aiming your intentions at anything. You're just kind of going through life. All right. Second point, definite plan. This is going to help you become more productive, more effective. There's no such thing as managing time. That's total rubbish as well that we've picked up. You can't manage time. Time is happening whether we like it or not. So you manage your activities. What are you focusing in on? Here's a little tip for anybody, entrepreneurs, business owners out there who are maybe leading a team or leading other people. You want to be super productive, but you want to make sure that you are focusing on income producing activities at your income level. Okay. What do I mean by that? If you're a leader, a business owner, you got to look at your calendar. You got to look at your today and say, what am I doing today that is income producing? What am I focusing on today that is at my level? And what I mean by that is, let's say there in every company, doesn't matter how big or small the company is, there are some projects that are value or worth or potential of hundreds of pounds, hundreds of thousands. But then there's other little things in the business that needs done. And maybe that's only like a 10, 20 pound or dollar job. If you're the leader of the company focusing on these lower level income producing activities, who's doing this work up here? You want to ensure, if you're a leader or a business owner, you want to absolutely execute the next 90 days, you need to delegate more. You need to let go of more. Okay. I'm seeing the hearts going, yes. Now, we all know that, but will you do it? That is the big thing. Everybody hates letting go in the beginning. I certainly did. Of course, when I finally figured out, oh, I'm actually a good person and I like me, then of course I thought nobody could do it like me. Oh, it's like entrepreneur 101. Everybody gets caught there. You're terrified that they won't do it as good as you. You don't know what to pay them. You don't really know what to do with them. So you end up doing everything yourself, being stretched, burnt out, and never having spent time on higher income producing ideas or activities. And as a leader of a business, that is your only goal. You should only be working on the vision. How is the company going to grow? Because anything that you've got going right now, that's right now. And in my books, that's kind of old news. I'm always working on the future. That's why I bring my team together every quarter to show them, here's the next vision. All right. All right. So 1, purpose gives you energy. Plan is going to increase productivity. Thirdly, definite principles is going to increase momentum. Why is momentum absolutely critical? Because working and understanding that there are success principles that govern your success, my success, everybody's success, realizing that allows you to work less and earn more. Okay. The third one, the definite principles, is personally my favorite. That's what my mentor taught me. That's what I didn't know. And you don't know what you don't know. I was never taught it in school. They don't teach it in school. I wasn't taught it when I was a nurse. They definitely don't teach it there. I only discovered these success principles when I first decided I wanted a definite purpose. Then I created a plan and I took action by getting a mentor. And then I got to study by the world's best for 6 years, side by side. Everything that Bob learned in those 60 odd years of teaching this material, he's passed over to me. I'm so grateful for that. And this is what I pass over to you. It's what I pass over to my clients. And it is exactly the formula, the blueprint, the step-by-step guide that I'm going to be teaching at Inception. If you have not got your ticket, please take this opportunity. We only do this once in a blue moon, as we say here in Northern Ireland. I don't know if we'll be doing it again, but this is a live event, 2 days, okay? 2 days that you can completely immerse yourself in these success principles. You'll get clarity on your goal. You'll bring calmness to your mind. You'll become more creative and intuitive to these higher level thoughts that are actually going to amplify your results in less time, less work. Okay. It's so amazing. I think I worked it out. It would have taken me maybe 9 years in nursing to earn what I could now earn in a very short space of time. And I don't say that to boast and brag about me. I'm the same Kim. I'm still the same person. I just have more freedom. I have more choices. And all I want to do is share this with people. All I want to do is open up your mind to the possibilities, because I'm so grateful I once did. And that's exactly what we'll be doing across 2 days, giving you everything that I know, everything that Bob's taught me. You'll walk away with a workbook about this thick. All right. Of course, you can come live and be here in the energy and the compounding of networking with other people. We'll be here live in Belfast, 30th and 31st of July. If you're going, let us know in the chat box. And if you're watching me across the world, well, you're lucky, because we have got live streaming tickets. But here's the good part. There's no such thing as luck. So if you're listening to me, if anything that I'm saying to you is resonating, make it your committed action of even this month. This is the first thing you do in your 90 days, is join us for 2 days. My goodness, if you only knew, if I could only even remotely get you to understand what I'm going to hand you in 2 days, you would cancel your whole year. If you could see what I can see, if you knew the potential that I know is in you, honestly, you would cancel a whole year just to learn what I'm going to share with you. So I cannot express that enough. I would ask you to grab your ticket. You can get it in my link in bio. You can get it in this post. And before we leave, just think of the 3 things that are absolutely essential. You need to know where you want to be in 90 days. Write that down. Make a bit of a plan. What are the action steps you're going to take? What are you maybe no longer going to tolerate? What shifts or changes need to be made in habits? Okay, start to note that down. And then thirdly, there are success principles. If you don't know them, then make it your business to know them. Literally, because your business depends on it. Whether you're not even an entrepreneur, maybe you're not a business owner, maybe you're in a job and you're thinking, there's definitely more to me. Yes, there is. But the only thing that helped me kind of, we say escape, but it's all choice. The only thing that allowed me to shift from being an employee, being told what I was going to earn, being told when I was going to go on holiday, to shift to being an entrepreneur and having freedom, was discovering that it isn't actually just for people who are smart, work hard, or in America. I didn't think success was possible for me. I was 28. I'm from Northern Ireland. I'm so broke. I'm so sad, angry at the world. No way could I do it. But I did it. And I continue to do it. And I will continue to do it. And I want to show you how to do it. So trust me, guys, this can be the 90 days that you quantum leap, but make a good decision. That is one success principle I will always remember Bob highlighting to me. And that was, Kim, make decisions fast and change them slow at all. So today, make the decision. Join us for 2 days. If you can't make it live, you will get a full replay. We have a whole new exciting system set up for you to experience Inception, and you will have support, you will have guidance, you will have so many different things that we're going to give you. But most importantly, you're going to figure out the science of success. You're going to figure out, actually, it doesn't have to be this hard. I can actually let go of all these limiting thoughts. And I think the biggest thing out of these 2 days is you're going to walk away with freedom of mind, calmness of mind, and a newfound kind of sense of confidence, a newfound sense of belonging and knowing, actually, there's something bigger here. And that's my mission. That's my purpose on this planet. And I am going to deliver. If you can't tell, my energy is high because I'm preparing for it today. So thank you for being here, everybody. Get your ticket, get on board, and implement those 3 things today. Create a purpose, create a plan, and make it your job this month to discover what the success definite principles are. All right. I will speak to you all very soon. Bye-bye.